If you think Cinderella is a sweet story about a glass slipper, you have been lied to your entire life. In the original version, there is no fairy godmother singing songs. Instead, there are pigeons pecking people's eyes out, and sisters cutting off their own toes just to fit into a shoe. Welcome to the real world of the Brothers Grimm. The world that Disney didn't want you to see. Today, we are destroying your childhood. Picture Germany in the early 1800s. Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm weren't trying to write cute bedtime stories for toddlers. They were academics trying to preserve German folklore before it disappeared. And these stories, they were warnings. Life back then was brutal, short, and terrifying. The stories reflected that reality. But here is the twist. The Brothers Grimm actually sanitized the stories later on. The first editions, they were pure nightmare fuel. In Aschenputtel, the German Cinderella, the villainous stepsisters are not just annoying, they are self-mutilating psychopaths. When the prince arrives with the shoe, the first sister goes into her room, takes a knife, and cuts off her big toe. The prince actually takes her on his horse, thinking she is the one. But then the pigeons snitch. They sing out, "There is blood in the shoe is too small." The prince looks down, sees blood pooling out of the shoe. At Cinderella's wedding, the stepsisters try to suck up to her. Bad idea. The pigeons from earlier, they fly down and peck out the sisters' eyes. Blind and lame. That was their happy ending. In the original 1812 edition, Rapunzel asks the witch a very innocent question. "Mother Gothel, why are my clothes getting so tight around my waist?" Yeah, Rapunzel was pregnant. When the witch found out, she cut off Rapunzel's hair and banished her. And the prince? He climbs up, finds the witch, and in a panic jumps from the tower. He survives, but the thorns at the bottom pierce his eyes. In the original, the queen asks for Snow White's lungs and liver, and when the huntsman brings back a boar's organs instead, the queen boils them in salt and eats them. She literally tries to cannibalize her stepdaughter. And the ending isn't a kiss. The queen is invited to the wedding, where she is forced to put on iron shoes that have been heated in a fire until they are red hot. She is forced to dance in them until she drops dead. These stories weren't meant to comfort children. They were survival guides for a cruel world. Disney gave us the dream. The Grimm brothers gave us the reality. Which version do you prefer? The sugar-coated one or the blood-soaked truth? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to uncover history's darkest secrets.